Did you catch the crazy Justice League cameo in the Crisis on Infinite Earths finale? Alright, pop quiz everyone. What is the greatest crossover of all time? Did you answer Avengers Endgame? Well, good answer, but you might be wrong because after this week, DC TV pulled out all the stops for their Crisis on Infinite Earths event series, and they may have just taken that title from Marvel Studios. Now, Tuesday night saw the end of this event series that seemingly connected every past and present DC property, giving us cameos from Smallville, Easter eggs from Tim Burton's 1989 Batman flick, and letting legendary Batman voice actor Kevin Conroy finally play Bruce Wayne IRL. But it was a secret cameo in Tuesday's finale that left fans shocked and had everyone buzzing about what it could mean for the DC universe moving forward. Now, before we get into all of this, we want to give you a spoiler warning because we're going to be breaking down the Crisis on Infinite Earths finale. So heed our warning and turn away now or be subjected to spoilers. Or, I don't know, stay and give us a like and subscribe. We prefer the second option, but just live your life. So what happened? Well, in broad strokes, or death strokes if you're nasty, at the end of the episode while traveling through the Speed Force, TV's Flash, played by Grant Gustin, comes across the version of the Flash from the films played by Ezra Miller. That's right, the DC Cinematic Universe's Flash, aka the DC Extended Universe, or DCEU, if you're thorough. And this means that the DCEU, with the likes of my man Aquaman and Ben Affleck's whiskey-pouring Batman, are now officially canon within the Arrowverse. Or maybe it means that the Arrowverse is now canon within the DCEU. It's all very confusing. It's almost as confusing as meeting a version of yourself from a different universe that looks completely different than you. Super weird. But back to that epic moment. In the scene, Ezra Miller's Barry thinks the other Barry is a cosplaying fan who just wants a selfie. Gustin's Barry muses that meeting another Flash shouldn't even be possible since the Crisis event destroyed the multiverse as we knew it. And I don't know about you, but that definitely seems like a setup for some future Flash problems. Now, after the two collectively complement each other's costumes, Miller's being safe while Gustin's being comfy and breathable, the meeting ends with Miller's Flash fading away with the line, "I told Victor this was possible," an obvious call out to Victor Stone, aka the Flash's Justice League buddy, Cyborg.
Booyah.
Booyah indeed. As for what this means, there are 4 major takeaways from this scene, and no, we aren't referring to British people getting takeout food. Have your cheeky Nando's on your own time. The first is, it's so good to see Ezra Miller as the Flash again. He clearly loves playing this character and obviously wants to continue playing the character, and I think fans collectively want that as well. The Flash solo film was seemingly dashed on the rocks of development hell for a long time. I mean, this movie's been in the works since 2015 and was delayed time and time again, with many directors joining and leaving the project. It was like a Crisis on Infinite Scripts. But with the current addition of IT director Andy Muschietti helming this project, and with Ezra Miller popping up here, it gives us hope that The Flash is going to stick to its 2022 release date. Second, did anybody realize that the DCEU's Flash didn't have a superhero name yet? Because one of the funniest parts of this meeting of the Barrys was Ezra Miller not knowing that he's called The Flash, and good news, he likes the name. And this opens up a whole other can of worms, because if The Flash gets his name from The Flash, does that mean... No, you know what? I'm not even going to try to trace the causality and the logic of this because there's not enough aspirin in the world. Third, this possibly gives us a lot more context for that scene in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice when the Flash pops in from the future to give Bruce a warning, especially with the Flash's line in Crisis, "I told Victor this was possible." Now maybe they can use this Arrowverse pop-in to finally explain how that scene worked. And last but not least, this begs the question, will we see any of the Arrowverse characters pop up in the upcoming Flash movie or in any other DC movies? Now normally we'd think no. But with the popularity of this crossover among fans and the fact that the Flash solo film is allegedly going to be a take on the comic book event Flashpoint, well, anything is possible. Even if nothing comes from this little pop-in by Ezra Miller's Flash is a great way to see Crisis pay homage to all of their many, many versions of DC characters. But most importantly, it really points out that it's been an absolute crime how little we've seen of Miller's Flash on the big screen. Is it 2022 yet? No. No, it's not. But what do you folks think? What did you think of the meeting of the Barrys? And do you think we could see any other Arrowverse characters in the DCEU? Also, isn't Ezra Miller's Flash just the best?
Stop right there. I'm in.
Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here, why not give us a like and subscribe while you're at it? If you want to get notified every time we go live with a new show or drop a new video, please feel free to mash that little bell. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.